Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today I am here with next questions, question number 5 and question number 6 from the current paper held on 18th May 2023. So let's start with question number 5. I have shifted it on some another platform for more clearance. So first of all, let's see that what this topic is saying to us or what this question is asking to us, and then we will solve this accordingly. Circle 5 file handling operation. But strange thing is that in our syllabus only 4 file handling operations are mentioned. As you can see here, this is our syllabus, and in syllabus there are only like 4 operations are given here about file handling. So you can see here, understand the purpose of storing data in a file to be used by a program, open and close, read and write. So in our question, yes, these, if we are like encircling these terms, so yes, it is close, read, write and open. All right. But yes, this question carry 5 marks and we need to write 5 file handling operations. So just refer back to that chunk of the book where the pseudocode about the file handling is mentioned or written. So you can see here, in order to write or read a file, there are 2 additional procedure or operations you can see here. One is input operation and one is output operation. Whenever you want to write the data inside the file, you are using this input statement, and whenever you want to read the data from the file, you are using that output. For writing, you are using input operation, and for extracting or reading the data from the file, you are using output operation. So any one out of this term can be encircled, either input or output. It will carry uh, 1 mark, and you will acquire 5 marks out of 5. Next question is state 3 different features of high level programming language. So student, the important thing is that you should be knowing that from which topic this question is coming. So whenever this word feature is coming into our mind, so very important thing is that if we are talking about high level programming language and the features of high level programming language or the platform on which we are writing the high level program, so it's crystal clear that this topic is from features of IDE. Okay, Ji. Now the question is more specific about when you are transferring your program from one programmer to another programmer, how that IDE is helping another programmer to understand that what or how first programmer has developed this program. Okay, for that purpose I have also again referred back to your book, or if you remember that what are the features of IDE. Let's start here. Okay, G, so here are the features of IDE. Okay, so what are different features of IDE? Code editors, and then we have translators. So runtime environment with a debugger, error diagnostic, auto completion, auto correction, and auto documenter and pretty printing, right? These are different features of IDE. But what our requirement is that it would help other programmer. So program has already been written, another programmer want to make some development into it or some changes into it. So definitely these feature would be quite helpful in this case, auto completion, that if a programmer is writing a variable, so it will auto complete that variable. Then auto correction by mistake, if he or she is doing some mistake for developing or some to make some changes into that program. So definitely that feature of auto correction is quite helpful for him or her. Then auto documenter and pretty printing. Yes, this is very important feature that it will automatically document, or pretty printing means that if you are using loops or using any other statement, it will set its indent automatically. All right. So these are the three features that are quite helpful in this specific scenario, right? And then we have example auto completion. Let me write these things as well. First is auto completion. This feature is quite helpful for identifying variable. Like if you have declared any variable, so it will automatically identify that variable. If, for example, if you have used a variable num1, the moment you will press N, it will automatically complete it into a num1. The students who have used Python programming IDE environment or VB or C++ or any other high-level programming language, they must be getting the point what I'm trying to say. But here, how are we going to write the example? Yes, we will write for auto completion of variable name. Okay. Then we have auto correction. Sometimes a programmer is not spelling or not correctly spelling the basic programming construct, or not using all the parts of that programming construct. For example, for do next, if something is missing from that thing, so it will automatically correct if there is any such kind of correction required. So we can say basic programming construct. It will automatically correct if there is any error in basic programming construct. Okay. And the third point is auto documented or pretty printing. Anything you can write here, pretty printing is quite helpful for other programmer to identify what are the variables, where input has been taken, where it is displaying the output. So basically, pretty printing is helping to understand the instructions or clarify the instructions of a program code. If you like, yes, you can write examples specifically as well. Variable name, you can take an example of variable name, that if it is being used in the program, how we are like further using it and how it will be automatically completed. Then we are talking about auto correction. Yes, this auto correction feature is also available. And then pretty printing, like if you are uh, showing your program or transferring your program to another programmer, this pretty printing feature is quite helpful to understand the instruction to another programmer. So that's all about today's session, and hopefully you got all the ideas that had been discussed in these two questions. See you in next video with question number 7 and 8. Till then, Allah Hafiz and stay tuned.